Hi, how y'all doing? Sunday, June the 23rd, 2024. Here in Canada, start again. Here in Ontario, Canada, the sky is cloud covered again, right? And raining. It's a bit more windier, but not too bad. It's not a downpour rain, it's a rain like in BC, Vancouver. It's a spray, right? It's weird. But this is what we're getting. I was thinking about the ETs last night, the UFOs and stuff like that, and I realized that the ones that you see that abduct people and cause havoc and stuff like that, they're just like saucer shapes and whatever, right? Those are the man-made ones, right? And they have what you call, either the soldiers are in them. Ugh, excuse me. It's a whole bunch of grapes. Or severely disfigured people with a lot of makeup, let's say, like they do in Hollywood when they make the monsters and the weird looking people, right? Because they've been doing that. That's how they make people believe there's aliens abducting people, okay? So, and I've watched a lot of people, UFO people that have been taken, and they come back and they remember and they tell their story, and it fits perfectly, right? For me, it does. And it was part of my download in 2019, 2020, something like that. So, yeah, the real ETs are in ships. When they're in the ships, they have their lights on, right? They're either green, like the one I seen, the fluorescent green one, right? It was a cigar shaped, or it could have been on its side and only had those lights on the side. You know what I mean? It could have been a saucer or any shape because you could only see the lights. So at night it's harder to identify them. But they have green lights, right? Or the blue lights, pretty lights, pink, white, the rainbow colored. So those are the good ones, the interdimensional ones that have come too far. They needed the ship. So yeah, that's how you can tell the difference between them. So now you know how to judge what you're seeing, right? Yeah. Another thing was I was thinking about signs and reading codes and stuff like that, and I dreamt about it, and I got some answers, and it was like, yeah, you're seeing the codes, you're seeing the signs all the time. Nothing is a coincidence. Like when you're making videos and you hear an airplane go by, or a helicopter, or a noisy motorcycle, or a canine barking, or a feline meowing, or children, playing and laughing, having fun. Those are all signs, right? Think about what you're thinking at that moment, just as you hear that sign, or what you're speaking about when you hear that sign, right? Your signs will come in and smell too. You'll smell a certain smell when you're thinking about something, and that's a sign. It's for you to remember. Or you'll taste it. You'll hear it. Or like me, you can ask for a sign and you'll see them, right? But I thought that was interesting. Same as somebody was helping me make a recipe in my dream last night too, right? And I was dreaming. I knew I was dreaming in the dream when somebody handed me the recipe. And I was like, well, it isn't that strange when I was dreaming about that and all of a sudden this happens, right? It was just the way it was. It was weird. No Schumann posted yesterday, and I haven't seen it yet today. So I thought I'd get on here and make a video. Same as the monoliths. There's two more that have arrived. One's by Las Vegas and the other place I can't remember. But I was listening to a tarot card reader pull on it, right? And I heard some other information about them, ideas, theories, right? And they both resonated with me. The one is that those monoliths are here to protect us from the nefarious ETs, right? Because they work through frequency and vibration. They're on the ground, right? And they're made of metal. So, yeah, and the news, when they first started popping out, tried to tell you all that they were man-made, right? So you don't think about it. You think it's a conspiracy, okay? So this is when you know you should pay attention. So they're here to protect us from the negative ETs, so this is a good sign. And I believe at the same time that they were all popping up around the earth is because because they're technology, right? They're part of the downloads that we're getting, right? They upgraded our consciousness somehow. They are advanced technology that the benevolent ETs are using to help us, right? That's what resonates with me. So yeah, I wrote a couple of things down. Did I cover it all? I'm challenging myself not to look to see if I remember. I looked up the translation for in Hebrew for the word love, and it's ahava, H-A, no, A-H-A-V-A, ahava. So yeah, um, we went through a shift. Did you feel it? I felt it when I got up in the rise today. I was sitting here and I was getting downloaded with all this stuff, right? And I was like, we just went through a shift. And at that moment when I thought that, a noisy vehicle went past. And I was like, that's a sign, right? My higher self was like, yep, you got it. Pay attention. So I was like, okay, so now I'm seeing all these codes and hearing them. I have to pay more attention because it will guide me, right? Keep me safe and sound, stuff like that. Let me know what's going on. So yeah, nice. I felt the energy change. I'm feeling a lot lighter inside. I'm happier. I went to the I've been dreading having to go to the grocery store, right? So I went to the grocery store too earlier today. I just felt like I needed to do it. I wanted to do it. It was raining out. It was windy. I didn't care, right? I said, I'm going to go. I need to get some fruit. So I went to the grocery store and it wasn't busy at all, right? And I heard some guys that were stocking shelves or whatever talking about the prices and how you could buy this item over at the dollar store for like $1.99, and I heard the other guy says, well, I'm not lowering the price or something like that, right? So independence is not a very good, it's corrupt, shall we say. It is. The owners, the head guys. But such is the thing about all of the corporations around the realm, right? The longer they've been there, the more money they have, the more chain stores, chain whatever, the more they're corrupt, right? They're not good. So you can expect to see all those things fail, for real. Or their CEOs leaving, stuff like this. And it's getting more so all the time. It started happening in 2020. So if you notice you can't buy things that you used to, that's why, okay? So I was over there and I was in line. I didn't have to wait, right? Pulled in to cash out, put my groceries up. He, went through, did everything. And he says, you got a points card? And I said, no, right? I don't. He says, okay. And I said, but then a man came up, in the lane beside me. And I said, but if he does, you can give him my points, right? The guy was right there with his card, right? And he says, okay. And then the guy says, well, now, he says, now you don't have to do anything nice for the rest of the day. The man that I give the points to. And I said, I'm nice 24/7, all day and all night. It's just who I am. And he said, I'm an asshole, right? And laughed, whatever, right? I said, I'm good. I said, I tried all that bad stuff when I was young and when I was in my youth, and I learned my lesson and I'm over it, right? And he just looked at me strange. So yeah, he told me who he was. He's an asshole. So believe people when they tell you, okay? I said to him, I said, it's okay. I don't use tracking, right? And he looked at me and smiled, hey, right? Weird. But yeah, he told me who he was. That's what people do, right? They let it slip and think he'll just go right past you. He looked like he had lots of money too, right? Middle class maybe. Who knows? Don't care. I'm not in this realm for greed. I'm not. I came here to teach people, help people learn how to love. And yeah, that's what that is. All right. I haven't seen no birds. I heard some singing in the rise, but they're done. Oh, I see a bit of blue sky. Clouds are breaking up. I think it's supposed to be nicer here tomorrow. So that's what they got forecasted for us anyway, right? I think a strange event's going to happen to the moon. I heard the tarot card reader pull on it too, right? And I've been thinking about it for a while because I know it's a ship. So we're going to see something, right? So look at the moon. Keep your eye open. If something happens to it, let me know. So there's been a lot of activity around it lately. People with their telescopes and stuff been watching it and saying stuff like that. So, I wonder, well, they'd have little ships, little skips, whatever, you know what I mean, that go out just like from a mothership. You have a whole bunch of little skips, right? Because we are living in a maritime world. That's what the invaders did to us, right? They changed everything maritime instead of land. But this is going to change too. It is. Everything, all the cities and stuff, that the names of them will change. Okay? The towns, the areas, everything's going to change because it's got to go back to what it was. Right? As being reversed. Back to the future, folks. Same as, my mother's family's melanated, right? And we're mulatto because we were bred with whites. Caucasians. Let's say Caucasians. So, my great-great-grandma, she owned the land in Toronto where the Ontario Science Centre was, right? Is. Until it was absorbed by the government. And then she moved her family up here to where I am, right? And started a bush farm because we come from a long line of farmers. If you're looking for a man, oh, I got a hair in my eye. If you're looking for a good man, pick a farmer because he's a man who knows how to do everything, right? And he's always at home because he's on the farm. He has to be. He can't leave, you know? He's a husband to the animals and to the farm. That's husbandry, right? So I think that would be a best bet for a mate, for a match, you know? I'll find a farmer. For the females. Or for the males, too, because she's always being at home, too. And you can help her with the farm. So, yeah. Anyway, we're going back to Toronto, right? And I've been researching my heritage and stuff from my mother's side, right? And I seen on a little short news clip here in Ontario, Toronto, Doug Ford, right, saying the rest of the people in his politics were complaining because they closed the Ontario Science Centre because nobody's done anything to it in 55 years, and they say the roof's going to cave in. So instead of the one other guy gets on there and says, instead of them repairing it, of course they're just going to they fenced it all up and they're just going to leave it and let it rot and move it to a bigger place. This is what they do, blah, blah, blah. We need this. We need to open that. And my intuition said, well, wouldn't that be a way for them to return the land, Teresa? Right? It's not what they say at all. And I thought, that's interesting. Because there is no coincidences, only synchronicities, right? So, different. I wasn't sure if I should talk on that or not. But it's a sign. So I thought, why not? If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Right? I don't mind apologizing for being wrong. I'm learning. We all are. So it doesn't matter. Okay? I feel the energy shift. I do. I'm feeling better. Like inside, I'm feeling happier. A lot of the heavy, dark energy is gone for me. But that was from the consciousness of the jabbed and from the unconscious ones. Because all the stuff that's coming out on Facebook and Instagram that you're allowed to post about the vax and the nefarious people that push the agenda and stuff over the last 4 years, you can post now and you don't get thrown into Facebook jail. So they're seeing it, right? Even if they don't like it or dislike it or whatever, right? They're seeing it. And it's kind of stuff's coming out on the news too, right? So yeah, good times for me, because it's waking up the subconscious. They'll get it. That's why they're being irritable and being strange, because they refuse to wake up, to take the red pill or the blue pill. Which one is it? The red pill. So they stuck there, like an ostrich, just stuck their head in the ground. But now they can't anymore. The flood came in, washed away all the sand, so they got to see what's going on, right? Yeah. So they're a little bit freaked out, I'd say. But I'm feeling good. I am. Oh, that my soul loves the truth. That's what I say to people sometimes, right? When they say, I'm tough, nothing bothers me. I say, oh yeah. I said, my words can cut you down just like a knife. And the guy said, he says, yeah, the truth hurts. I said, yeah, I've been telling the truth my whole life. So I don't have a problem with telling you the truth, right? And he goes, yeah, people don't like the truth. I said, yeah, I know. That's why it cuts you down, right? But, oh well. That's only in times when you piss me off, so don't piss me off when I won't cut you. Right? Yeah, I know. Well, I'm a Taurus. What can I say? I'm not making excuses for myself. It's just who I am. All right. I hope you have a good day and you're feeling the energy change into a lighter mood. Let's hope this keeps on going. And they post a Schumann soon so I can see what the heck it is. Okay? I love you all as a consciousness. Enjoy this night or day. Okay? Okay. Bye.